What's up, everybody? Plano Trade and Exchange here. Got a big submission for everyone to check out. It's about, I think, 77, 88 cards. It was supposed to take 90 days. It came in like 120 days, and I think that's because I co-submitted this with an autograph authentication for a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And I think that held it up like another month. So if you ever submit cards with grading, don't submit autograph authentication cards because it'll hold up the whole submission. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into these. Had a lot of surprises. About 7 cards that came back as 10s that I wasn't expecting to get 10s. And then about 50% of the cards I wanted to get 10s got 10s. So I feel kind of mixed about the whole submission because of that. I was expecting a little bit more, obviously. But let's just go ahead and check it out. First, we got Spiral Serpent. Beautiful card. Love this ulti. I think it's just North American. Don't think it's a Euro print. I wish. But yeah, beautiful card. You'll also note in the sub, a lot of the cases are scuffed and scratched. And yeah, I haven't had a submission like that yet. So that's unfortunate. But a lot of these will be for sale. So I don't know if I'll actually be selling this one. But yeah, it got a 10. So I love these vanilla cards. Vanilla ultis especially. They're just beautiful cards typically. But let's move on. So next is a big card. It's my wavy Blue Eyes White Dragon. I did get this from a guy on Mercari, I believed. And as you can see on the back, some of that's on the case, but some of it's on the card. There's a lot of scratches and scuffs, and I thought this would get like maybe a 5 or 6. It's a beautiful card, and it got a 7. So I was actually very happy about that. So PSA 7 wavy unlimited Blue Eyes White Dragon. Next is an EN Blue Eyes. I already have one of these in a 9. This one I thought was very OC. Or no, I thought this one could pull off the 10 because it is not that OC front and back, but it got a 9. So it's unfortunate. That one will be for sale though. It is what it is. Another Blue Eyes White Dragon LOB original print. It is not the 1.5 print. Beautiful card. Got the 9. And I have a few more of those. This submission is out of order. It's just how it came. Didn't have time to organize it. So that will be for sale. An SDK. This one of them was a foil bleed. This one got an 8. This is not the foil bleed. That will be for sale. Not too much, maybe $100, $120. Next is a Portuguese Blue Eyes. I submitted it as a Spanish one. Didn't know that. And I had like several of these, and I didn't want to submit any of them unless I knew they got a 10. This one got the 9. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll sell that for maybe 80, 90 bucks. Here's the foil bleed. So this one's got a pretty prominent bleed. As you can see, it kind of goes through the card. I also thought this card had a chance for a 10. I didn't see any issues with it, and maybe centering top to bottom, but that's about it, and it got a 9. So that one will be for sale as well. I can't get a 10 on those. I've submitted at least 20 SDKs, and none of them have gotten a 10. Next is an original print, foil shift Blue Eyes, or what, Red Eyes. So pretty sick. I thought this could actually pull a 10. It was in pristine condition and it got a 9. So that will also be for sale. Next is another original print. This one's not a foil shift, but and it's not a 1.5 print, but it's just like a 05, 06 reprint probably. So pretty sick card, and it got a 9. Next is a EN, Guy of the Dragon Champion. I need to keep moving along. I'm not going to I don't think I should be covering grade and doing that whole process. I'll do that for a couple, but I need to move. Yeah, EN Gaia, thought I could get a 10, got a 9. Will also be for sale. That is a very hard card to find. Next is a really cool foil shift, Guy of the Dragon Champion. I mean, that shift is crazy at the top. It's just common up there. If y'all hear a ice cream truck in the background, it's because there's one going through my neighborhood. Got a 9. I actually thought this could pull off a 10. It was that minty of shape, and I wonder if the shift might have detracted from that. So that is a keep. I love that card. It's pretty cool looking. It'll match my BBT Blue Eyes. I'm going to put it kind of right there. Next is a Yatagarasu PSA 1. I just thought it'd be kind of funny to submit and see how if this would be graded, and it did, and got a 1. Obviously, that will be for sale, not for a very high price, but good meme card. Next is sneak peek preview, I believe, for, yeah, enemy EOJ, Enemy of Justice. I already had one of these in a 10 last month, and this one got another 10. So this will be for sale. I'm not a big Dark Magician Girl guy, but respect to those who are, I guess. Paladin of White, I bought that in that giant collection last year and got a 9. It was a little OC top to bottom. Other than that, I don't really know how I got the 9. I really did think this could pull the 10, but we fell short. Next is a card where I kind of like slapped my head a little bit because I was like, man, I mean, it's a beautiful, I think it's wavy. Maybe it's 1.5 frame, but look how faded that is. That's a sick trap pull. And I should have known better because I got a 7. So, yeah, that's going to be cracked, and I'm probably going to sell it raw. I just thought maybe it could pull a 10 because of how pristine and centered it was, but oh well. All right, next is Toon World. This is a card I will crack and resub because this should have got a 10 easy. So I'm going to set that aside with the trap hole. Next is a card I subbed to BGS twice, and it got a BGS 9, and now it got a PSA 10. Don't know. I know now not to waste my time with BGS and just stick with PSA, who has consistent and fair grading trends. Next is the one of the big ones. This is the misprint Mystical Space Typhoon. What is that scuff? Gosh, they're everywhere. But yeah, as you can see, there is a sewage in there. They actually labeled it too, incorrect foil error. Unfortunately, this got an 8. I was hoping for a 9, but yeah, it's got some whitening and some scuffs on the back. It got a BGS 8.5, and I just wanted it to match a lot of my PSA collection in PSA slabs. I've actually cracked quite a bit of my BGS slabs to switch to PSA. Unless they're misprints, if they're misprints or faded cards, I've been just submitting them to CGC. I like their cases a lot, not as much as BGS, but I just want all my stuff to match. So I am going to resub this to get the silver label because BGS is now no longer doing these ugly paper labels. So I'm just going to submit this as a reslab this to get the silver label so it looks prettier for my most favorite card there. And then I'm going to possibly crack this and resub to the CGC. This card's in pristine shape. It should have got the 9.5, but I'm just tired of Beckett at this point. All right, moving along. MST, MRL, PSA 9. I was pretty happy about this card. This is a Reverse Secret BPT3 reverse. I said that. Got a 9. I don't know how. Look at the centering from top or bottom and left to right. Like, it is off center. It is so much thicker on this whole corner than the rest of the card, and it got a 9. So I don't know. I have this in an 8, and I don't know which one I'm going to keep or sell, honestly, because the 8 was just as poorly centered as this one, and it got the 9. So I might resub that 8 and see what my chances are. So I'm going to put that in the pile of keeps. Let me put my sewage and misprint in my Mewtwo there. Yeah, this is I got a few more Pokemon cards in here, so those did pretty well. Next, Shiba Warrior Taro 9. That'll be for sale. This is, I think, a Pop 7 card. Allure Queen. I think this is an 8 print and got a 10. So this is a card I create my whole list, and then I go back in my collection and I see, well, which other cards might be good in this submission, and this was one that I just kind of added off a whim, and it did really well. So, and I believe that will also be for sale. Next is 2 cards that I thought would get 10s. They're Unlim, Toon Summon Skulls, and they both didn't do that well. So, yeah, one got an 8, one got a 9. It is what it is. I don't know why this one got an 8. Yeah, I don't know. They were mint when I submitted them. All of this stuff was pretty mint. One of the cards I'm super proud of is this Battle Ox. Got a 10. Super happy about that. Honestly, this is probably my second favorite card in the submission. That is a keep. Next is a card. I submitted about a dozen cards on a whim to see. Maybe they'll do well, maybe not. Machine King was not one of them. So I don't know what issue they found. Maybe it's just because it's OC top to bottom. But yeah, I got a 9. Whatever. Next is a pair of Starlights. My Arujas. They both got 10s. I think I'm gonna sell one of them. I don't know. But yeah, cool card. I'm gonna put 1 right there. Next is a card I was pretty disappointed with, and it was my BLS Super Soldier because it got a 9. Don't know how they found it was a 9. I'm gonna crack and resub because this was a SGC 10, and I didn't buy it at much of a premium, honestly. And yeah, so resubbing that. Next is the wavy. Looks pretty wavy to me. Monster Reborn got an 8. I think it is because of the fade. This card is in pristine condition. It was previously a BGS 9. Been getting a ton of messages about this. Highest offer right now is $800. I don't know if I'll even sell it for that because this is just a beautiful card, man. So yeah, that'll be in the Kraken resub pile. Next is Infernal Fire Blast. Got a 9. Super happy about that. This had quite a bit of waxing on the back. And it still got the 9, which I was pretty surprised about. So, love this card. I wish I had it in Euro print, but yeah, I just love Red Eyes there on the front. So that's a keep. Next is a card that I didn't submit on a whim. I told myself this card is a PSA 10. No ands, ifs, or buts. Yeah, it's like a $5 card, but whatever. And it got a 10, so buckets. That will be for sale. Breaker, MFC, got a 9. I think it's just because it's OC. Might be worth a resub, but I don't know if I'm going to do that for that card. Toon Mermaid, MRL, Burst, Ed, got a 9. And then the next two, shame on me. I should not have subbed these to PSA. Whoa, wrong card, but hey. I haven't looked at these yet. I actually just opened these up. Man, I really don't know how this got a 9. I was almost positive this one would get a 10. Man, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I have this one and this one. They're not max fade, but they're pretty faded, but I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I might just sell them as is and call it a day. They're unlimited, so whatever. Okay, moving along. Legendary Dragon and Legendary Magician. Sequential grades of 10s. Those will be for sale. Jump Slifer. I've had so many of these and failed to get 10s, and this one finally got a 10. These are notorious for foil scratches. And thank goodness this one didn't have any, so I think I'm going to hang on to that one. That's a sick artwork. Next is his big brother, the GBI. Yes, it got a 1. Yes, it was in a washing machine. Most likely, look at that. Obviously, this will be for sale as a meme card. Black Tyranno. Don't know how I got a 9. Should have got a 10, but it's fine, whatever. And then Wavy Guy, the Fierce Knight, Unlimited. Absolutely gorgeous. Super great shape. And it got a 9. So, I don't know if I'll sell this or not. I might, because I already have a first edition PSA 10. So I'll put that in the sell pile for now. It will be quite pricey though. Ducora Rider, I love, again, my plain vanilla cards, so I just wanted a 9 on that. Next, another Starlight, got a 10. I forgot who I bought this from or where I bought it, but these Starlights aren't that bad to grade. They can have a lot of foil scratches. Mine fortunately had like 2 extremely light ones, and it was enough to get a 10. That will be for keep because, you know, it's an iconic card. There's cards I took risks on and lost. Yeah, so these, you know, I thought this would get a 10, got a 9. Thought it can get a 9, got an 8, and it actually might be because it's just really OC. So that'll be for sale. And then I'm going to crack and resub. This can get a 10. I don't know why they gave it a 9. Some more cards I kind of just threw in last minute to see how they would do. Horse level 6 got a 9, so pretty good grade for a throw-in. I thought this can actually get a 10, but a Europrint Unlim Bubble Man. Look at all the circles and bubbles in the back. Gorgeous. And it got a 9, so yep, pretty dope card. That'll be for sale. And then the big one. Yeah, Chaos Phantom got a 10. I don't know, words cannot express. I got this from a dude for like $100, no, like $80. And I thought, like, I want to say, like, I kind of had a feeling maybe it'll get a 10, but most likely a 9. And I mean, here we are. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I might trade it for a DDS Blue Eyes. A few of these might go to a trade for a DDS Blue Eyes. So he valued it around 1.1, 1.2K, and I might actually take the trade on the DDS Blue Eyes because I don't own one and I love Blue Eyes. So yeah, moving along. This got a 9. I thought it would actually get lower because it's got a little bitty ding at the top, but other than that, it was mint. So I'm happy with a 9 on that. And then, yeah, another faded card. I think I'm just going to sell as is. Super fade is a max fade, but whatever. I've learned my lesson. No more faded cards to PSA. I've been burned too many times. Slightly lower name, Wavy, Red Eyes Black Dragon, beautiful card. Gotten a ton of messages about this and it got a 9, so will not be for sale. I do love Red Eyes in wavy form, and I'm very lucky to own this one because that is a very expensive card. Next is a card I've submitted 4 or 5 times, and I don't know why I don't have luck getting 10s, but it is a reverse BPT. Red Eyes. I don't know if I'm going to resub this. I really don't know how it got a 9. As a 10, I mean, one sold for 3K. I think it's worth the resub. I do have another raw one that's pending submission. That one's got a good chance, but yeah, so potential crack and resell. Next, YP Blue Eyes, 8. Don't know why. I really just wanted a 9 on that. So frustrating. Reverse Secret Serpent Knight. It's just super OC. I think that's why I got the 8, but it's kind of faded too. Pretty dope card. That's a keep. Super hard to come by. Next is a Forbidden Legacy Blue Eyes and a 9. BPT Blue Eyes. I cannot get 10s on this. Keep getting freaking 9s. This is I think a 1.5 print Blue Eyes. This one was OC, is skinny at the top, thick at the bottom, but yeah, I think a 9 is kind of warranted there, but I was hoping maybe it could slip a 10, but no. And then next is some last cards that, again, I wasn't sure if I would submit. However, I bought a ton of Pokemon cards along with about 30,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I submitted some Pokemon cards, and I got a bunch of Pokemon cards, and so here were some commons that I submitted, and it was all these Pikachus. So the Snap got a 10, Surfing got a 10, all these Flyings got a 10, and yeah, pretty happy about that. I think I'm just gonna keep like these 3, like one of each. I especially like the Snap Pikachu. I don't know, it just throws me way back. Yeah, so super happy that I got this one at a 10. I had about 20 of these, and this was the only one that was, good centering and had no significant whitening on the corners. Pokemon cards are hard to grade, man. And then last but not least is a card that they didn't grade because it is a UDE Upper Deck Entertainment counterfeit. Not licensed, unauthorized. Yeah, so I think, again, this was a while back before I kind of knew the breadth of what CGC did. This is not a mint card. Oh, man, it's in much better shape than I remember it. But yeah, I mean, crazy shift, right? Both the Anubis stamp and the name. ultimate rare. Yeah, just a awesome card, and it's gorgeous. So that will be a CGC submission that I will hopefully start next month. So I already submitted about a dozen this month, but we'll see. So anyways, that's it, everybody. If you want to know pricing, these will be up for sale on Instagram and Mercari, and later on TCG Player maybe. So if you got questions about any of them, just message me on Instagram. That'll be in the link below, and hope you guys have a blessed day.